Okay, so now for symptoms that I've had, or symptoms and cravings and all that other fun stuff. The only reason we really started this video, starting it now at 15 weeks, is what I am, is because in the first few weeks I really hadn't had many symptoms besides having a sore throat for about a month or so. Which I'm not really going to cough that up to pregnancy, but it could have been, because it did last quite a long, and it was the only symptom I'd had. Like, it wasn't like a cold where it was like accompanied by like a cough or anything. It was just a sore throat, and it would stop for like a few hours, and then it would just come on, and then it would stop, and it was just like, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But about around week 10 or 11, that's when I started getting nausea a lot of the time, and that started to really set in.
She was throwing up yesterday, for example.
Yeah, recently it's just been getting worse with throwing up, and I start sweating out of nowhere. I get hot flashes.
Let's just say, we can just talk about, like, we went to a concert not that long ago, and I got her a chair to sit down now. It was like a metal concert.
Yeah, like in a small venue. Like, it's not too big, but it's big enough. But when
it holds like about 3,000 people.
Yeah, when it's packed with a lot of people, it does seem like a very small, contained area.
I think almost 5,000. Anyway, she sat down. It was getting really crazy when this band came. Devil Driver and Hatebreed were coming on. The crowd was getting bigger, so we decided to go upstairs. And I mean, we couldn't last that long, eh? No, she couldn't handle it.
It was very hot up there, and once you get people that are like intoxicated and bouncing off you, it's like, okay, enough's enough. Like, I'm just already annoyed. Like, just get off me.
I mean, and that was like maybe 2 months pregnant, right?
Yeah, that was roughly.
It's 2 months pregnant. One guy just touched her, and I lost it, and I grabbed him.
Yeah, he's
become
more protective over what I do and where I am, and it's like, don't be careful, don't walk into that, don't do that, don't lift that.
It's getting, like, so going to concerts and stuff, kind of, like maybe small venues, as long as I can get her to sit down, because we don't go out that much, we do a lot of shows, we do shows.
Yeah, so that being said, it's just been, lately, it's just a lot of nausea,
sickness.
Sweating, I sweat a lot. I'll be sitting in a cold room, and all of a sudden he'll be like, you're sweating, and I'm just like,
Some mood swings.
Mood swings when I lash out for no apparent reason. I'm like, I'm a dick.
It can be hard.
I don't understand what is happening!
No worries, man, no worries.
I'm looking for a cock-a-doodle ball!
It can be very hard. Let's be realistic. It can be really hard.
I mean, I'm just a man.
I try not to lash out on him, but sometimes it's just like, nope, not happening today.
Yeah.
Not
and then
today.
it's like, and then you bury it, and then it's like, you want to release, and it's like, it's not even worth it.
Like, I can be really happy 1 minute and just like joyous, whatever, and the next I'll be like ready to rip his balls off. Because I'm just it'll be extremely about nothing. It'll be about, we'll fight over a movie and that'll be it. It's game over.
Over a movie, and it's like, I don't want to fight over a movie.
Some of the cravings. Now, this isn't really a craving, but having saltwater baths to relax my back pains has been a lifesaver. Like, it is a holy grail thing. Taking saltwater baths, because every time I bend down, I don't know if it's a pregnancy thing, but lately I've just had this really bad back issue where no matter what I do or which way I turn or move, my back is just out of whack, or it's just a mess, and it just hurts and I can't handle it, and I'll be at work and I'll strain it just simply moving. And so saltwater baths, warm saltwater baths, I've been taking a lot of them. I think he knows that. He's always like, you're having another one? Yeah.
It takes a lot of baths.
But I mean, at least I'm clean.
It eats a lot, and hey, really so. And the thing is that I'm finding that I'm eating with her. That's the thing.
I eat a lot. My appetite
If I was going to do a man video about this, I would say you have two choices: to not eat with her, to eat with her. And when there's chocolate and cake and pizza around,
just take it all in.
It's really hard.
Actually, we still have blueberry muffins in the cupboard.
We got blue muffins.
Yes.
Blueberry muffins.
Backtracking to the morning sickness. Now, a thing that I forgot to mention is I realized that it's on a cycle now, where if I get a headache, it's accompanied by dizziness, and it's accompanied by throwing up. And it is a cycle, and it happens between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. It's on a timer. It's happened like 3 times already, and he knows that I don't say anything. I just get a mouthful of spit, and I'm like, I'll be right back. And I know.
Yeah, and with the morning, like you know, in the movies, you know, the girl gets pregnant, like she doesn't know, and she's throwing up in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, she's pregnant. Oh, maybe you're pregnant. This didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's throwing up now, and she's
Like,
3 months
here's an
pregnant.
example. In the movie Knocked Up, when she's throwing up into the garbage can.
Pretty amazing, like.
Yeah, that pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you must be pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, the mother-in-law comes out, I think you're pregnant.
Exactly, and it's like, for me, it wasn't the morning sickness. The morning sickness didn't get me until recently, so I really had no symptoms besides the missed period, which if I hadn't missed my period, or if I hadn't really started tracking it, and I probably would have thrown it kind of under the bus until I started putting on the mad weight that I've been putting on, like
She
my
hasn't
legs.
been putting on that much weight.
Oh, my legs
Just-
are a different
she's-
story.
Like I think you're just holding water, and
My legs are
you
like
know.
Titanic on their own.
I mean that's gonna happen.
They have their own heartbeat.
I mean, like when she was showing a little bit, but in the 2 months though, it's kind of like it almost dropped.
it like dropped.
Yeah, like 2 months.
Mhm.
And it was like, oh, I can really see that.
Yeah, like I didn't notice it at first for the first little while, but I'd go into work and the girls were like, "Oh, you have a huge rack," and like they'd make little comments because they knew at this time they had known I was pregnant, and I didn't really think too much of it. I'm like, I look in the mirror all the time. I don't really think too much of it, whatever. And you kind of just brush it off.
I think we should like bring up just very shortly about the fears. Like when you were pregnant, you were scared that you wouldn't even have a heartbeat, even
Oh
though
my gosh,
even
yes.
though you knew
Yes.
you were pregnant, you still questioned that you were
I
pregnant.
did. I questioned it because I was like.
And I'm assuming like a lot of girls go through that.
Yeah, well, like when you don't have any symptoms in the beginning, like you see in the movies and stuff like that, and you don't like have any type of like notice that you are pregnant besides like, and the doctor doesn't call you back, and you start getting all these things in your head, like, what if there's no heartbeat? What if I go in and they say I can't? Like, I've watched some. Now this probably isn't the best idea to do, and he's told me about that, watching horror stories on YouTube.
You know what? Horror stories with babies. Fill your mind with all this negativity. It's like, okay, do I have a heartbeat? Is my baby gonna be okay? Am I pregnant? Like, even after all the tests, you thought that maybe, you even said, should we get another pregnancy test?
I did.
Said, oh my.
I was so worried because of like all these, like I do follow some vloggers on YouTube, and there's been some stories of like miscarriages or couldn't find the heartbeat. You know, I give my
And it's
sympathy.
sad.
Yeah.
It's sad, but you don't want that negative in
But
you.
it starts to
you
fill
know?
your head when you are pregnant, I guess, maybe, and it made me really like think like, oh my goodness, like what if there is no heartbeat? Oh my goodness, like what if? You know, a lot of what ifs, and
What
it was
ifs
just
is
like
not. What ifs is not good.
once I had the ultrasound done and over with, I think it was like a real wake up call. Like they won't stop moving, they keep crossing their legs. Like this baby is really there, and we got to see the little black flicker of the heartbeat on the screen, and that was quite
What's that?
something to see.
Like my suggestion is early pregnancy. Don't be so negative. Just go with everything's gonna be
It's
okay.
not even
and go
necessarily
into it.
negativity. It's just don't fill your
The
head with
worrying.
things.
The worrying
Yeah.
is hard.
The worrying, like it's not negativity. Just don't fill your head with things. Like just because you watch a YouTube video of, oh, she had 3 miscarriages, you know.
That's not good to watch videos like
no,
that.
no, but sometimes YouTube will take you to some places, or your daily vloggers have had that happen, and they bring it up. But don't think that it's necessarily going to happen to you, because all in all, like I do get stressed out about things, but our baby's still healthy, so it's not necessarily, you know,
Yeah.
there's a slim chance that it could happen to you.
Yeah.
But you know, don't let it fill your head thinking, oh, that's definitely going to be me. I'm like that.
Seriously, just stay away from the bad videos.
Mhm.
Watch healthy watch baby smiling at toes lifting up.
Oh, God! Dude.
And be happy with that.
Baby's giggling. America's
Baby's
Funniest Home
giggling.
Videos. There you go.
Baby's giggling. Yeah.
Yeah, those are always fun to watch. Some of the cravings that I've been having lately. Let's get into that.
Okay. You eat it. Anything. Pickles.
Pickles and macaroni.
Pickles. She's very she doesn't eat any lunch meat. She's scared to eat lunch meat.
Hot dogs. I'm scared to eat those. I'm scared
She's
to eat a lot
hot
of
dogs
things.
because she's heard it's bad. She's had a couple, but she's like, I can't eat this. I'm like, okay.
I'm very like heck bent on not eating certain things. Like, I'm very picky. I have these Similac mom drinks that I have now. Multivitamins, prenatals, postpartum, whatever you want to call them. A lot of those, I'm making sure that I'm drinking a lot, which doesn't really help the bathroom breaks every 5 minutes, but so be it.
Chocolate, of course.
Yeah, I have this craving of chocolate. He actually went out one day when I was like, I really want chocolate, and he went out and bought me a whole bag of chocolate, and it was.
Bought myself one too. Oh.
Of course.
Your cravings hasn't really been that bad.
No, they're not out of the whack. Like, I hear a lot of pickles and ice cream. I don't know where that comes from because I still think that's a nastiest combination. And when I say I like pickles and macaroni, I don't mean together. I mean, those are my two biggest things right now. Like, anything with, like, just macaroni, I don't know, I just love it. And just pickles, I don't know if it's like the pickling, the sour taste. I'm not too sure what that's all about, but I just love pickles right now. I'm not usually a fan of them, but I don't know, it's just been like a real on thing right now.
Yeah.
I've had a few turn-offs of food though lately. I used to love cream cheese, and I put it on a bagel the other day, and I almost threw up. It was like just plain cream cheese, the regular stuff.
And this is just through the pregnancy. I mean,
this is just through the pregnancy. I usually love cream cheese, and ever since I got pregnant, I can't eat it. It's like not happening with my body. It's like things. I don't know. To me, it just tastes like sour cheese.
And like seriously, I know like you should eat healthy on your diet and like eat healthy.
But
food.
that doesn't mean go be a health nut.
You know what? I say put on the weight. I mean, if you're gonna be pregnant and you are pregnant, then who cares?
Enjoy
Eat the ice
it.
cream. Enjoy your pregnancy.
Just don't take it to
Sex hard enough.
Just don't take it to the ultimate level where you're going to McDonald's every day. There is boundaries, but treat yourself once in a while. Don't think, that's not good for them. Think, you know what? Maybe a bucket of ice cream. Those little buckets of ice cream. You know what? I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna eat one of them. Why not?
Eat away. Your back is sore. Eat away.
You deserve it. You're gonna not be able to do this your whole life because you're gonna have a little one running around saying, "Mom, can I have some?" Let's be real.
And you won't even be able to eat your ice cream because you feel guilty and you have to.
Yeah, and then you'll be feeding them at the same time, and you'll have
hiding in a closet somewhere eating ice cream.
You'll have a baby on a boob, and you'll be trying to do dishes, and all you want is ice cream, and it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's really not.
So, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all the way.
Oh yes, tacos. I've been craving tacos, and I'm not a fan of tacos because they're really spicy.
I like her cravings.
Of course, she likes my cravings.
I do.
And like I don't know. I just tacos.
She was craving roast beef. We got roast beef.
Yeah, I have these really off cravings, and it'll be at weird times. Like I won't even have to watch food on TV or anything. I'll just be sitting down on the couch and I'm just like watching The Simpsons. I'm like, man, I could really go for a taco right now. It's like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Like, that's just weird. Like,
that's okay.
I really hope this baby is tasting these foods because it's making me eat them.
Yeah.
Like, I hope they're getting a piece of this.
He's gonna come out and you want tacos.
Yeah, he's gonna come out eating tacos. He's gonna walk out and be like, taco?
Ice cream, taco. Ice cream. He doesn't want.
Those are gonna be his first words.
That's right.
Taco?
Taco.
And for all you people who thought that I was carrying twins or might have been carrying twins, I've only got one in there right now. And that's how it's gonna be. So
there it is.
There's the bump.
And that's almost just over 3 months.
That is 15 weeks exact.
15 weeks. Thanks for watching. We always appreciate it.
And if you like the video, like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.